this is Becky from Mountain Puppies, and I'm coming to you to talk to you about our Sheepadoodle litter that's going home on May 8th. And these puppies are all actually taken, so this video is actually for their families, but we do have another litter that will be available about 4th of July from our other mother, who's Pepper, and she's just about to deliver in May. So I'm just going to kind of go through so you can see our puppies, and if you watch my videos often you'll realize, holy cow, these guys are way bigger than they were when they started. So these are standard Sheepadoodles. They have an AKC standard Old English Sheepdog as their mother and an AKC standard Poodle as their father. So they get pretty big. So the first one we're going to talk about is Magnolia. Hi Magnolia. Magnolia is a sweetie. So she's got this nice big white puff on her face and a white muzzle, and then black masks over both ears and eyes, and then she has like a lot of nice white hair, white front legs, white in here, little white on her tail, and white socks on her back. So also it's a good thing time for me to tell you that we don't dock tails. We always keep the puppies' tails. They look really cute. And they get these little fluffs on them and stuff, and the groomers do a really cute job on them. So I always think that they're beautiful, and so we keep them. So that is Magnolia. And then we have Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed's a pork chop. I haven't weighed them in a little while, but I would think he's going to weigh the most when I weigh him. Aren't you? Are you a big boy? Yep. Anyway, he looks a lot like Magnolia in the face. White muzzle, white fluff on his head. Both of his ears are black and so are his cheeks. And then he's got a little bit of that V in his back like his mom does. A black back, little white on his tail, and all white socks. So that's Mr. Reed. And we've got one of the bigger boys and one of the smaller boys. So this is Mr. Arbor. He's one of my smaller boys, super cute, lovely little guy. He's got a really white face, which will puff up super cute. White muzzle, black cheeks and ears. He's got, his white actually goes straight through all the way to the back. Some of the puppies that doesn't happen. Lots of white on his shoulders, half a black leg and a white leg over here, white socks on the back, and a little dot of white on his tail. They always get that little dot of white. Sometimes we get big dots of white, but usually little dots of white. So that's Arbor. This is Mr. Shadow. He's one of my bigger boys too. Shadow's our only puppy that has a very white face. So his face is very white. Sorry, I'm looking at my camera. I was backwards. He actually is going to get a polka dotted ear. So underneath is black and on the above is white. So when it gets wet, you'll see polka dots, and it also will get a little grayer as he gets older. He's going to be real fluffy because that white hair fluffs more than the black does. So he'll have a fluff face, and then the black on this one side of his face. He's got white on his legs up to his elbows, and then white all along to the back. Much more white than some of the other dogs are. He's got a little dot of white here, a little on his hip. Then he's got a lot of white on his tail, white socks on the back. That's Shadow. And now two of our girls. Here is Indigo. Hi Indigo. Indigo has quite a big black mask, so she doesn't have much white here. Got this really cool, it's called a grizzly pattern, and then the cute little nose that's white, then white leg on both sides, very symmetrical. She has this cute little black dot right here, then her V comes down quite a bit, black on the body, a little bit of white right on her behind, and a little white on her tail, and then white socks on the back. So that's Miss Indigo. She's on the bigger side of the girls too with Magnolia. And this is Feather, and Feather is fairly white. She actually has a pretty white nose, and her middle of her head is white on her back, and she has one ear that's half white, half black. That's pretty fun, right? Right, Feather? Yes. She has one leg that's all black and one that's white. That's super fun too, like her dad does. And then she has white socks on the back and white on the tail. That's Feather, and she's on the smaller side, which is funny because I didn't know that when I named her that she was going to be tiny. She was about the same size as the other dogs, but then she ended up being tiny, didn't she? Tiny as a feather. Thank you, Miss Feather. That was nice. Thanks for the kiss. And these are some of my tiny puppies too. This is Forrest, and Forrest is on the tiny side for one of my boys. He's got the eye patch on one eye, and then the whole mask on the other side with the eye and the ear. This ear is like white underneath and black part way and white part way. So that's gonna fluff and turn in kind of grayish, cool kind of patterns as he gets bigger. He has a triangle that goes very far down his back. He has black to his elbow on the side with a white paw. Same thing here, black to the elbow with white down the paw. He has a little stripe of white along his behind. He has a white tail and he has white socks on the back. That's Forrest. Handsome little dude. Oh. And this is one of my tiny little girls. This is Nikki. Hi, Nikki. Nikki has lots of weight on her head. It fluffs up really good. And then her neck is very white. Oh, her muzzle is white. And then she has black masks on both ears. Fairly symmetrical. This one's a little less than that one is. White down half of her leg with the elbows black. Elbows black and a white down that half of the leg too. She has a tiny white little dot right here on her behind and a white tail, tip, and black socks on the back. Hi, Nikki. That's Miss Nikki. And last but not least, this is Mr. Briar. Hi, Briar. He's a sweetie. He has black ears and eyes like the mask. He has that little, he used to be like a heart shape on his head. Now it's just turning into this like crazy little mohawk. I don't know if you can see it. Here we go. Yeah, crazy little mohawk of black and white. It'll kind of be like this like streak down his head. I can imagine a groomer will have fun with that someday. Black on his legs. He's got shoulders that have a V and a little dot of extra black right there. Black down his back, and he has a white tail and white socks. That is Briar. So Briar and I are going to tell you just a little bit about our breeding program, right, Briar? Yeah, he said I could talk for you. Okay, so we are an hour south of Salt Lake City, but that's okay because we have sold dogs to all over the country. We have dogs in, I think, 17 states. Fingers crossed after this litter. And so we've done lots of transporting. We do transport a low-cost transport to Las Vegas if we get several people. So a lot of people from California, Arizona, Nevada, they like to come and meet me because then they can do a short trip and they don't have to go all the way to me. But people fly to me all the time. Our puppies are bred in-home with our family. We have several other dogs and 4 kids. So they're socialized. You can tell Briar's really social, isn't he? Snuggle bunny. Anyway, so they spend lots of time with us, and we do all kinds of little trainings with them so that they get used to living in a family life before they come and see you guys and live with you. We have lots of references and prior clients that we actually love our families that buy puppies, and so we have lots that will talk to you, and we have lots of pictures of former dogs that lived with us and are now onto their happy families. So if you're interested in a puppy, like I said, July we still have a few spots available, and then we'll have more in the winter of like the end of 2021, early 2022. And so you're welcome to call me if you have questions or you think of something you want to ask. We're happy to talk to anybody who's interested in a puppy, and we just love our puppies, and we just want to make sure they go to really great families. So we hope you enjoyed our video, and soon again we will be back with a new litter that will be born early in May. So for now, bye!